Well, that really sucks that Kano got injured and had to get off the trail. It's not gonna be the same without him, but I've never done a trip with somebody else. So I guess I gotta go make friends on the trail like I always do. It just kind of sucks when one of your best friends gets hurt. So hopefully he heals up and he can come out and join me again. You know, it was nice having my wife come out here though, and seeing her, having dinner with her and Kano, and just kind of telling her all about some of our dumb stuff we've done and our adventures and what we've seen, and just catching up on life. You know, it's only been 5 days, but it's been 5 days of grueling 15 to 20 miles a day, which doesn't sound like a lot maybe to some of these PCT thru hikers, but getting started as a section hiker, it's a lot of freaking miles. So it was nice to just catch up and see my wife. Man, she looks a lot prettier than anybody else I've seen in 5 days. And I'll tell you what, she sure as hell smells a lot better too. Breakfast was absolutely delicious. Probably some of the worst service ever. The people are super nice, but they brought the wrong food. I didn't really care because it's a lot better than eating a Pop-Tart. You know, instead of getting bacon, I got delicious sausage, which I wasn't gonna complain about. And they didn't bring my hash browns. You know, service might not be the greatest, but I would still highly recommend it. Well, about to hit the trail again. Just got dropped off by these nice people. It's amazing how many hikers are getting picked up and dropped off. You know, as ugly as burn zones are, there's a nice special magical part about them where you have all these wildflowers and huckleberries that grow where they normally wouldn't have when it was a dense forest. So as ugly as this is, there is beauty in it. Oh yeah, look at that behemoth in the distance. Man, sure is amazing walking towards this thing. Mount Adams is massive. Well, I left Trout Lake this morning after having a hot breakfast, a ton of coffee, finally hit the trail by about 11 o'clock-ish, and then I just beat feet. I wanted to get to this awesome campsite first because I'm tired of having crappy campsites because there's so many people on the trail. So now I have a primo view of Mount Adams. I got here first because I didn't take any breaks. I didn't take a lunch. I didn't take a nap. I just plowed through the burn zone that was super hot with the sun just beating down on me. And here I am, first one. So I'm gonna take a nap now. Can't help but laugh. I busted my ass to get to this site. And of course, there's nobody here but me. There's absolutely no easy way to cross this river. What a beautiful view. But holy shit, is that water cold. That sucked. There's really no good way to get across that river, but I'm alive. So one of the main things you want to do before you ever cross a river is unbuckle your straps on your backpack so that if you get swept away, you're not swept away with your pack, right? It's better to lose your pack than lose your life. Kind of rule number one when doing a river crossing. The other thing I always do, I always use my trekking poles for support. Those are my extra legs when I'm crossing. And then the last thing is I keep my shoes on. Yeah, it sucks to have cold feet, cold, wet feet, but they'll dry out. It's gonna be an 80+ degree day today. You know, it's only 6 o'clock in the morning, But I'd rather have that traction of my shoes when I'm crossing on a wet rock. I couldn't remember what the word was. Crossing over a wet rock than using my bare feet and one, hurt my feet, and two, not have the traction. So that's how I get across the river. Seriously, just wildflowers everywhere you look. You know, that river crossing this morning really makes me appreciate when people build bridges across these. It's not always good to purify every water source that you find. This one, if you can tell, it looks a little milky. That's because it's a bunch of ash and soot and runoff from the mountain from when the glaciers melt, right? So it's super cold and it looks like milk. Not good. It will clog up your filter and screw you over while you're out here in the middle of nowhere. So go find another source where the water looks clear, not like milk. Ugh. This is a pristine water source, filtered through the earth by lava tubes. Coming straight out of the earth. That is drinkable without filtration. But I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna filter it anyways. I got too far to go. I'd be pissing my brains out, just in case. Eat lunch on the go, because if I stop, I'm lunch. I get eaten by all the freaking mosquitoes out here. And holy crap, there's a lot of them. So the only way to actually escape them is either layer up and wear all of your rain gear. Yeah, no thanks, it's freaking hot for that. Or set up your tent. That way you can escape them. That's a pain in the ass. So I'd rather just keep walking, which is a little bit too fast for them to catch up to me, and eat on the go. All these disgusting ponds behind me that are terrible for water sources are like the best breeding grounds in the world for those blood-sucking bastard mosquitoes. It's head net time, and I've just doused myself in a shitload of off, hopefully to get bit a little bit less, because I'm not about to use DEET, because that shit's disgusting. That'll melt your skin. So, I don't know. I think I'd rather get bit than use DEET. But that's me. But man, these ponds are nasty, so I'm glad I filled up earlier. Done about 20 miles already out of 25. And there's Rainier, which looked way further away this morning. And now I'm like pretty damn close to it. Well, today is just a complete ass kicker. I'm at mile 23 out of the 24 that I'm gonna do for the day. Oh man, my feet hurt. I guess I'm just glad that I can still do a 24-mile day. I don't know if my body's ready for it yet, so I'm not going to do any more of these for a little while, but there were absolutely no campsites that I wanted to go to. They were all just mosquito-infested, crappy little swamps. So, you know, overall, though, it's been a good day. It's been a long day, but yeah, got to see just amazing views of Mount Adams and just the most gorgeous open fields and meadows that I've ever seen in my life. Beautiful wildflowers literally everywhere. And then like 15 miles of green tunnel, but tomorrow morning I'm gonna wake up and hit the goat rocks. Man, I did 24 miles yesterday, got into camp by 4:45, and I felt dead. I took a nap for 2 hours, woke up, ate some food, took another nap, went to sleep at like 9 o'clock, woke up at 6:30, which is pretty late for me here, and then popped a couple blisters that I had, and I think I got those from crossing that river yesterday and having wet, soggy feet. That's probably what did it, softened up the skin, because up until now I haven't had any. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty tired today. That 24 miles, I mean, I had a good campsite, but damn, I'm tired. So, today is Goat Rocks, and I'm pretty excited for that, because I've never been there, and I've always wanted to go see the Goat Rocks. So let's see how it turns out. So part of why I love coming out here and going backpacking, beyond just getting away from the city and seeing all the gorgeous, amazing things, is that I have an abundance of time. And a little bit of that time, I listen to the squeaking of the trees and the birds and all the mosquitoes flying by that sounds like, hey, 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 hey. But most of the time, I'm actually listening to podcasts or audiobooks. And so far, I've already applied through 3 books, and I track all of my ideas that I get while I'm out here. This is when I do some of my best thinking for the entire year, and I game plan what I want to do at work to improve and be better. I game plan how to be a better father and a better husband, and I think about things that I want to do with my family, think about other goals that I have, and yeah, this is some crucial time where I really set up who I want to be and the things that I want to do. So once I'm in nature and there's nothing else around me, then I have all the time in the world to just think. Given a new name today of Sasquatch, because I'm a big dude with some big ass feet, wear size 14. So I guess, yeah, I guess that one kind of makes sense. I mean, I still like Rambo, but hey. Oh man, Sispus Pass is nothing short of absolutely amazing. This is so gorgeous. It's known as the Sispus Basin. Wow. Never seen anybody clear a trail like this, but stacking those stones like that, man, that'd take quite a while. See that? That is water coming straight out of the earth that then turns into this. And this is absolutely fine to drink because we're at the highest elevation. Animals are not going to be pissing and shitting in it. And you could literally drink this unfiltered. Oh my gosh, there it is, the treacherous snow crossing of the Goat Rocks. Holy crap, it's windy up here at Old Snowy Mountain. But if you can see in the background, maybe, I'm pretty high up. I can see literally every mountain around me. This is so amazing. But there's a storm coming in, so I should probably get off and go find shelter down in the trees. Because right now, I'm pretty exposed. Which I was gonna camp out up here till I saw the clouds. So, yeah, no, I'm getting off this thing. Today has been absolutely amazing. From giant meadows to unbelievable amounts of wildflowers to just the Goat Rocks. I mean, they're just absolutely incredible. I saw a herd of goats, waterfalls. I mean, it's just jagged peaks that are absolutely stellar. I had no idea that Washington was this beautiful. I have had probably one of the best days of my life backpacking today, and it just keeps getting better. Well, here's the knife's edge. Gotta go up and over that and then find camp tonight before it gets dark. Daylight's running out. I really pushed it to the max today. I just got to go around that trail right there, follow it up and around, down the backside, and then camp out down there in the forest. I'm really running out of daylight here, but I can't stop recording. This is just so freaking gorgeous. Oh man, I just want to remember this forever. Goodbye, son. It's probably one of the worst night's sleep I've had in I don't even know how long. It was crazy windy. I mean, it sounded like a bomb going off and the wind would hit the side of my tent. Just BAM! And wake me up out of my sleep. And it was like every 5 minutes. Go back to sleep, wake back up. It was awful. And I remember why I hate Z-pads. Because I'm a side sleeper and my big ass like just goes right through that thing. It is not enough padding for how big I am. Most people ask me how my wife lets me come out here and do all these backpacking adventures, and it's actually a pretty simple answer that people never think of because they don't think about other people first. And the answer is I set up childcare while I'm gone. So right now I've got my kids in day camps because it's summertime. You know, in the past I've had my cousin watch them, or my mom, or somebody else, or I've paid for a babysitter to come and watch them. That way, me being gone, having adventures and accomplishing my goals is not an added burden on my wife. And that way she doesn't resent the fact that I'm gone. And I get to come out here and do these awesome trips year after year after year. That's how you do it. You don't just dump them off and say, hey, I'm going on a trip. See you in a couple weeks. That's how you get a resentful spouse that says, hell no, you ain't never doing that again. So one of the main things I love about getting out here in backpacking is that it gives me time to just think, and think uninterrupted. And part of that is listening to lots of audiobooks, and I've already listened to 4 of them since I've been out here. Ideas I've got for my business I'm going to be starting up. And originally this was going to be a 20-day trip, but because I have come up with so many ideas and things I need to do right away while I'm motivated to do them, I'm actually going to cut the trip a little bit short. So that's kind of unfortunate that I'm cutting it short, but at the same time, it has served its purpose. Yeah, I've seen lots of beautiful things, but I am extremely motivated to go work on the things that I have thought of, and it's a big list. And yeah, so cutting it short, not due to injury or any other crazy reasons, but I basically went from, well, not basically, I went from Cascade Locks to White Pass, which is where I'm at right now. Got about another mile and a quarter till I get to Cracker Barrel, which is where my resupply is at, and that's was gonna resupply me for the next 100 miles. But like I said, I got other things I want to do, and I'm planning on coming back to this after I get back from Washington DC for the FinCon, which is the other business I got to work on. So it's not a bad thing that I'm ending early. It's actually a good thing because I'm highly motivated.